Hey folks, welcome. It is, I think it's October the 23rd. It's Wednesday. I'm here. I'm just about to gonna make a small strap-handed bottle with a paddled design on the outside. Let's see how we go. Yep. I think I got a little air bubble there. It happens. Beautiful sunny fall weather we're having. Warm. Yeah, I've got some kind of bit of an air bubble there. Yippee! Okay, let's get the clay up. We're going to get it up because we're going to paddle it. So these are 15 ounces. This is a kind of new thing I'm doing here. Yeah, that whatever's going on at the top here, you see what it's doing there. It's really ruining my demo. These things are sent to try us, you know. Yeah, I would have definitely not having that do that at the top like that, because I've got to bring in the top, you see. And now I've got this. Ugh. All right. Well, we'll do our best. Okay, so I'm going to put a paddle design on the outside of this pot. So I don't want any other conflicting throwing rings or anything. So I ideally want to get it smoothed off. That's what I'm doing right now with my throwing stick, getting rid of that. So always when you're going to paddle something, make sure that you wet the paddle sufficiently, because you don't want the clay sticking in the design of the paddle, okay? Okay, so I've wet the paddle here. Now I'm going to stick my hand on the inside So you want to stick your hand on the inside. If you see my finger, the contour goes like that. It's convex like that, not like that. Like that is more concave. So I want to put my hand in to follow the convex curve of the pot. When I smack it, my hand will be on the inside to resist the paddle, okay? That's important, okay. Let's see what we can do. So now it's going to be looking a bit bent out of shape. That's always the case. So now what I'm going to do is try to So I'm going to go down the bottom now. I'm going to try to, so I want to expand this a little bit, not too much, but to be aware when you're doing this kind of pot, when you do an expansion move, the wall thickness is going to thin out. And if you've got an aggressive pattern that you've impressed on the outside, in the sort of valleys of the pattern, if you see what I mean, the indentations, that can be a point of weakness and where the whole thing can suddenly split open when you're expanding it. Just bear that in mind. Now I've got to deal with this horrible top which has gone wonky. It takes quite a lot of skill and determination to be able to sort out a top like that without, I don't really want to cut it off, you see, because then I'm going to be short of clay on the top. Yeah, I've got a top now that I'm trying to constrict it in, but it doesn't want to go, you know. It's giving me pushback, resistance. So I've got to I think you can you see there what's going on, you know? You've got this sort of rippling going on. The clay's not compressing. Why is that? Because possibly there's a harder little piece of clay there which is not allowing for the compression. It's not an air bubble, it's a little piece of clay that's somehow not properly kneaded and wedged. So what I've got to do is I've got to constrict, and then I have to try to thin it a little bit and try to ease it in, you see. I've got to persuade that little bit of clay, and I may not be successful. Sometimes what I do is I'm going to do something now, maybe you'll see what I'm going to do. This sometimes can work, I don't know. If this is the top of the pot, I'm now going to bend it in, like I'm going to try and do that just on the top bit here. You see, like that. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. I don't want the top, you see, to go totally wavy. Yeah, political ads. Dee 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 dee. So I'm looking in my mirror over there. now I'm forming the shoulder here. This part here we call the shoulder, you see. The constriction we'll call the neck. Of course I can't touch the outside here because that's going to ruin the pattern. You see, I've got this finger down inside, sort of supporting the neck on the inside. Don't want the neck to cave in, you know, or crumple. It can happen, can't it? Well, this one has presented a challenge. So I'm just doing that with my stick. I'm now going to go down the base and use the angle here, you see. Just be careful when you go down the base of a pot with a stick, because if you go in hard at the base, you'll knock the top of the pot off, you see, and it'll go around like that. You see what I'm saying? So be careful with your stick. When you put it in at the base, you do it gentle. Any jerky action and you'll get that sort of thing going on. Now if that happens, stop the wheel, okay, take the pot, push it back to center like that, all right, and then continue. And you'll be okay. It's not really gone off center, it's just the top of the pot has gone off center. Okay, I'm just putting in a bevel at the base here. All right, so I'm just going to very carefully put a sponge there like that because I want to take away a little bit from the shoulder. The slurry's gone down over the pattern there. I can actually come back to that a bit later. And okay, I'm going to use my leather here, just on the top here like this, you see. It's got a little bit of an up and down there, isn't it, on the top. And I'm going to just, not really going to cut it, just going to yeah. Considering what we had to deal with that top, we've actually done okay. All right, so what's going to happen here? We're going to have a little strap handle is going to come down off the top. Okay, so we're going to cut him off like that. Now what we're going to do is, I did another one here earlier on. So just a minute. So I'm going to dry my fingers, you see, and get down here like this. That's where you've got to lift it. So I don't want to disturb the pattern, you see. All right, there's a two little what are going to be strap handle bottles. I mean, considering what we had going on with the top there, we've actually done. Didn't he do well? Didn't do too badly, did they? But that's the thing, you see, when you get a wobbly top like that, and it happens to all of us, you get a little bit of clay that's a little bit, you know, stubborn. So work with it a bit. You remember what I did? I went in like that, and then come in under, and kind of like, you just got to work with it, and then you'll get it okay. And so these are going to be nice. These will have wood ash sprayed over the outside. You know what I mean by wood ash. And they might just have a bit of glaze either just over the top here or down to the point of the shoulder there. That might just be glazed to there, and the handle, and the rest will be left wood ashed, sprayed, and so we'll get a nice feeling of the texture of the bottle and the impression. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Keep practicing. What I will say is I'm having some Leech treadle wheels made. I have one or two available. If you're interested, write to me, simonleachpottery@gmail.com. That's about it, I guess. Yeah, keep practicing. See you in the next video. Bye for now.